Hey guys, we're going to read Brad Needs a Budget. Okay, so you can follow along with me. And then when you're done, I'd like you to go ahead and read it on your own. And then you will fill out your somebody wanted something, but so then what? Okay? All right, let's read it. Brad needs a budget. What's a budget? You guys know what a budget is? Right? Budget is where you save your money, right? He needs to think about what he's going to spend his money on. Let's see if they have a table of contents really quick. I bet they do it, a glossary at the end of the book. Let's just double check and see. Yeah, they do. So here are some of the words you're going to see. Allowance. That's a noun. A sum of money given out on a regular basis. Do your parents give you an allowance? And look what he bought. Maybe because he budgeted, he was able to buy that. A budget, a plan for how to spend money for a set period of time, right? Do you have a plan on how you spend your money, or does it burn a hole in your pocket? Charity, an organization that accepts donations of money, goods, or services and uses them to help those in need, right? Where you give to others. That's charity. Expenses, the amount of money spent to pay for or buy something, something on which money is spent. That's an expense, right? A raise, an increase in pay, right? Increase in pay and savings, money kept or stored for future use. So now we know what some of these words mean, right? And this guy here, he needs a budget, right? Old Brad needs a budget. Look, there, he looks like he's sitting down figuring out his budget right there. All right, let's take a look. Money trouble, time for a budget, making a budget, spending within a budget, and glossary. Here we go. Money trouble. Every week, Brad's parents gave him an allowance. They didn't give him the money as a gift, though. Brad actually earned it. Looks like he took out the trash, did the dishes, walked the dog. Each day, Brad took out the trash and cleaned the table after dinner. He fed the family dog and took him for walks. For all of his work, Brad earned $12 each week. That's not bad. The problem was the money Brad earned seemed to disappear just as quickly as he earned it. His dad said that money seemed to burn a hole in his pocket. Yeah, I just used that little ditty, didn't I? What's that mean? Did his pocket actually catch on fire, or does it really mean that he spent it too quickly? Brad spent his money on video games more than anything else. Sometimes he wanted to go to the movies with a friend or buy a candy bar. Never seemed to have enough money though. Time for a budget. Brad begged his parents for a raise, but didn't get one. Brad's dad said he would only get a raise if he did more work. Brad didn't want to do more work, so he had to get by on $12 a week. If you don't want to work more, then I think you should create a budget, said Brad's dad. What's a budget? Asked Brad. Remember, that's a plan for how you spend your money. Brad's dad explained that a budget was a plan to set aside money each week for certain expenses. You spend only as much as the budget allows for each type of expense. That way, you are sure to have money for the different things you want, explained his dad. Sounds like a good idea, said Brad. Will you help me make one? Making a budget. That night, Brad sat down at the kitchen table with his parents. They made a list of the types of things Brad wanted to be able to buy. The list included categories such as snacks, entertainment, and clothing. Ooh, look at that. It's a nice little list. Brad's parents explained that a budget should always set aside a percentage of earnings as savings. They told Brad that by saving a little money each week, he could have a lot over time. Then he would be able to buy something expensive in the future. It can also be your rainy day fund, said his mom. Brad gave her a puzzled look. A rainy day fund is there to help out in an emergency, she explained. It's like an umbrella that keeps you from getting soaked if it rains. They also said it was important to set aside a little money to help others. They even offered to raise his allowance by $3 a week if he would put aside $2 for a charity. Brad quickly accepted their generous offer. Things I want to save money for: snacks, entertainment, clothing, savings, charity. All right. Weekly budget. So he's going to save $2.75 a week for snacks, $4 for entertainment, right? $2.25 a week for clothing. He's going to put $4 into savings every week and $2 for charity. So 12, 13, 14, 15. Remember, they upped this $12 to $3. So that's 15. Yeah, all right. So it looks like yearly budget. He's going to spend $104 in charity a year, $208 on savings. Clothing will be $117. Entertainment will be $208. And snacks, he'll spend $143. That's crazy, right? Spending within the budget. From that day on, Brad always seemed to have enough money to do the things that he wanted. Money no longer burned a hole in his pocket. At the end of every year, he sat down with his parents. They helped him choose which charity he would get the $104 he set aside. The first year, he chose to give the money to the town's animal shelter. Giving money to help those in need made Brad feel good. He also had used some of his savings to buy a cool new video game console. That made him feel good too. All right. So you guys can read through this story now on your own, and you can or you could read through it with me again. But I do want you to read it all by yourself as well. Then you're going to fill out your somebody wanted something, but. So then what? Right? So who was that somebody? Who are we talking about? And what did Brad want? Right? But what was the problem? What was Brad's problem? So what did he do to solve it? And then how did the story end? I'm thinking all these things right now. All right. Enjoy. Tadero out.